All right. So, a bit of recap of what happened last session. You all went to the orphanage, but originally did not go in. Cheney went with you and went in instead. It was revealed that sound and interference with the house was making the matriarch angry, and Cheney ended up facing off with her. In the process, Henderson was crunched by a door and knocked into the orphanage, but was able to be recovered by his teammates. You have brought Henderson and Cheney back to base, along with Jamie, who is conscious. It has been several hours of having to do medical and all that. And so a couple of other things have happened in the meantime. So, at this time, it is well into the afternoon. You have about 3 hours until sundown. Several hours were spent making sure that Cheney was stabilized and Henderson is in good condition. I hear... Does anyone else hear the chat notification, or is that just me?
I hear nothing.
I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, enable background chat beep. No.
Destroyed.
Be gone.
So distracting. I killed it. Alright.
I don't believe it.
Things that happened in the meantime. Turkish has woken up, and everyone was well aware when Turkish woke up
Oh god.
by the distant yelling from River's lab.
Oh my god.
I forgot we put him down there.
He has since been herded into the library, where he has been speaking with Pleasant, and
apparently both Yao and Hellies are guarding the door.
Well, if you would like to roll a perception to see if you heard in on that conversation, you may.
Since I have been tending to medical, I cannot, right?
Have you been consistently all these hours you've been in there with him?
Probably.
Then no.
Same, lol.
Alright. That leaves pretty much Sal. If you wanted to, you may. Tomo, we're gonna get to what's up with him in a bit here.
Wait, what am I doing?
Do you want to roll to hear if you can... Do you want to roll to see if you can hear Turkish is screaming?
No.
You don't want to listen to this sweaty blob man?
Sal doesn't care about him.
Your cat's in the library with him.
Then he hopes the cat will give him
no, that
utmost
isn't.
torture.
Maybe while he was screaming,
That
he
set
woke
just
up
went
with
through the
Beth
wall.
on its
Yeah.
Alright. So you hear a distant conversation concerning the Turkish, in which eventually goes from screaming to not screaming. Not silence, but like he seems to stop yelling. And you see Pleasant walk out. And she has a discussion with Yao and Hellings, and then Hellings goes in.
Oh.
And these two go this way. During the time, so that happens. It is also, Yao goes and speaks with River. And soon after, River packs up her stuff and heads out. You are notified that her expertise is needed down near the clubs who had went into the area near the Mimic Caves. There was a sort of growth found in the cave that they wanted investigated and needed a scientist.
That will inquire as to the colour of the growth.
I will get back to you on that. Because I actually have to check my notes. Let's see here.
I wonder if Barry knows about
Tomo is also spoken to by Yao. It is noted that one of the clubs was injured during their they're working, and they needed another one to step in.
Uh,
So Tomo is shipped out to join the others.
Oh,
All right, and then that brings us to where we are. Jamie has been awake this whole time. During the time in which Cheney was being helped, did anyone give him medical?
I can.
I know he got some brief medical, but
After making sure that Cheney is stabilized, I can do some medical.
okay. You can go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
That will probably like stay on Henderson to make sure that like his painkiller medication doesn't transfer over too much to Cheney and fuck with that. Fuck with like
I mean, if it's a worry, Henderson will insist that you do the transfusion before you give him any pain medicine.
Or he gets the pain medicine, and we just watch how much we give to Cheney.
Yeah, well, that's what Nat's doing. It's basically a case of like careful with dosage. Like you're gonna get some, but you're still gonna not be all that great.
Some. +3 for in here, right?
Yep.
3 for Jamie.
All right. You're able to get his eye bandaged up and make sure there's no serious infection. So he's injured. He's definitely worse for wear, but he's not in a critical condition. He is, however, as you were able to treat, he is missing an eye.
I'm trying to remember. He's the one that nearly drowned, right?
No, that's Care.
He
This-
nearly drowned.
Care nearly drowned. Jamie.
Oh, okay.
Jamie's over here.
Gotcha.
So, medics have been medicing this whole time.
Wet patients.
Sal, what have you been doing? It's been about... You brought them back at 3, so it's been about 2 hours.
I mean, I'm assuming he's talking to Jamie and Jason.
Alright. Does he bring up anything specifically?
I mean, 2 hours is probably just him going through what happened.
Okay, so you catch him up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an empathy for me.
No.
Well, okay, don't then. Fine.
Let me pull up my.
Kareem, I don't know how you don't just start with your stats ready.
Look.
Look.
Don't
Yes.
be mean.
Gosh, you ding dong.
We can be accurate all we want, but so long as we're not mean, it's fine.
So, you're catching up, and do you tell him about the Guardians and all that?
If I'm not allowed, I won't.
No, there's currently, all the, folks in charge are doing their own thing, so I mean, that's your
no,
choice.
I mean, no, I'm not an idiot. Or say Sal's not an idiot. I mean, he is, but he's not that stupid.
Okay.
He'll leave that out for now.
Okay. So, what do you tell him, generally?
Tell him, what happened to him and Jason, why Jason, how fucked Jason is, basically. He'll tell him, what else he's gone through, essentially. He'll tell him, I mean, that's basically, like, he'll just, if he asks questions, he'll answer them. He'll say he's just been working here.
Okay. With your empathy, you are able to tell he's listening, but he definitely seems to be in a sort of state of shock where it's like, what one would imagine, quote unquote, proper emotional response would be he's not really getting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not that he isn't upset, but just that he doesn't seem to be capable of taking this all in right now.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have been telling him that then.
Well, not like he's gonna shut down, but it's just that he's not responding as much.
Well, I mean, if he's not like basically, if he's taking it in, I'll continue. But I'm not gonna like go give him all the information if he's clearly like not able to take.
He's listening to what you're saying, but it's just not emotionally registering.
Okay.
Mentally, it is.
Okay.
And he nods and mostly just listens and stays quiet. And at one point he listens when you hear Turkish yelling in the distance, and he says, "Are there other people here that were in the same situation?"
Define same situation.
Well, the cages.
Oh, the sound. No, if that's like that's the same.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Jeez. I hope they got a better break.
I'll just. And then he's just like, me too, buddy.
Jason behind Jamie is just wincing.
Come on, he's the heart. He's supposed to say things.
So, and Jason chimes in. What, you can stay here for a while, you know, like, you don't have to worry about going out and anything like that. Just wanted to get that weight off your shoulders if it was there. And Jamie just kind of looks over at him. Oh, okay. I don't even think I know where to go from here. It feels like a dream, you know?
Yep, Sal says to that. I know it better than you know. Not like that. But like, you know what I mean? Like he knows just as much as I'm. Like, yeah, definitely.
Does it ever get any better?
Yes.
You get used to it eventually. Like, at first it starts off where it's just so surreal. And it's kind of hard to believe. But then after a while, it just
becomes normal.
It's life, I guess. How long does it take?
How long has it been?
You guys have been here for months. Almost a year.
Yeah, like, that's months and almost a year is a different how much?
I mean, like, what was it, like 8-9 months?
Okay, I would say it probably took like a couple months then for Sal to get used to it. So I'd probably say that. I don't know, a couple months, but I think it's different for everyone.
Jason nods. I'm still getting used to it personally. Like, sometimes you just wake up and it feels really weird. Like it's a dream or something. And it's hard. But just at the end of the day, I guess you have to remember that you survived and you can only go forward.
So gives a thumbs up. Keep surviving.
I'll try.
Sal will probably lean back, turn on the TV, and be like, "We gotta get you a wicked eye patch."
Jason nods in agreement. What show do you turn on?
Fucking, I don't know, whatever's on the TV, because he just turns it on. Ah, my good boy.
The dog, sensing distress, becomes a giant lapdog.
I introduce him to the boy.
Romulus wags his tail. Oh. Hey there, guy. And he pets him. Jason is just, listening. He's like, oh, is dog still here? I thought River had it out.
Sal shrugs.
River?
Did you just ask for River? Oh, wait, no, because Sal shrugged. Then Sal says, oh, shrugs.
Oh, and then, Jamie asks.
Oh, Jamie was asking, sorry.
Yeah.
She's another one of the people who works here.
Oh, okay. How many people work here?
Some things.
It varies every now. More than 10?
Probably more than 10, less than 20.
Yeah. It's like a home business, kind of.
Sure, that's a good way to put it. Welcome to the family business.
Jamie slowly nods and continues to pet Romulus. And then he looks over and you see him look ahead, and literally you see his eyesight go like this.
Merry Christmas. It's always Christmas here.
Does he see that?
Yes.
I can help you take that down.
Nah, brings a little bit of life to the house.
Also kind of has a nice smell to it, you know? It's a nice fake plastic smell.
Smells like Christmas. Just gotta spray it with peppermint or something.
Is peppermint good for dogs?
Romulus, is peppermint good for you? Sal pets him.
Romulus hears his name and wags his tail even further.
I think waffles are good for him, if I remember correctly.
And you guys continue to hang out. Eventually, Helling steps out of the room, and he has a slight 1,000-yard stare.
Oh my god.
Well, it's not like we see that.
The door's open.
Oh, okay.
And he steps in, looks over at Jamie, and gives a professional smile. Do you mind if we have a word for a second? If you're well. Oh, looks down at the dog on his lap. Sure, I can.
Sal will pat him at the shoulder and say, he doesn't bite.
He looks at you, and Jason smiles, and just quietly whispers, "The dog and I."
Sal just smiles at him and changes the channel on the TV.
He gets up and shuffles past you guys. Man, I hope Ellings is okay. Is easy on him.
Sounds like he'll be fine. Ellings isn't. Just.
You want to finish that, Sal? You want to finish that?
Look, he's not hard on people who don't work for him.
Okay, that's fair.
Plus, ever since I've known him, which isn't even that long, he's calmed down.
Cool. I'll definitely take the less yelling. Makes me nervous, you know?
It makes him nervous that he's calm.
No, that he was yelling all the time.
Oh. Yeah, well, fair enough. Shrugs, he says that out loud.
You know, the one that really bothers me, actually, is the door open? The hallway door? Oh,
it sounds like it is, right? Or did it close it?
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah. Do you want me to close it?
Bro, close the door, bro.
Ooh, I got you, bro. He slides
Close
through.
The door on Yao.
He
Jason pats you as you walk by.
Slowly closes the door. Doesn't look at Yao because he's terrified.
You feel eyes on your back before you close the door.
Basketball.
You see both Pleasant and Yao speaking, and you get PTSD memories.
No, I imagine when Sal looks at them both together for a second, he just kind of stares at them. And he's like, oh, and he just closes the door.
When they look over, you close the door.
Yeah, exactly.
See, you know what bugs me, man? Usually I'm really good at hearing things. But rests face on you as you get closer. Hi.
Doing that thing where their heads are the top of their heads are bumped into each other.
Yes.
Okay.
But that Yao guy is so quiet. It bugs me. Sometimes I don't hear him come by, and it's freaking me out.
There's nothing. He's a nice man.
He says nothing. Did you say?
No, Sal says he said nothing for a second, and then he goes, "He's a nice guy," like really fast.
He's like roll empathy.
I guess I'm rolling res comp.
Roll your res comp, motherfucker.
No, Jason, I don't think about basketballs every time I see Yao.
I don't think of Pleasant every time I'm with my girlfriend.
Oh, that's awkward.
Reroll
would make
Sal.
things awkward.
Sal sweats.
Don't say the wrong name now.
No, stop.
Jesus.
I meant that was a pleasant experience. All right, I'm sorry. It's canon. It happened.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Purple.
This is all Lorville's fault to begin with.
It is Purple's fault. Poor sweet
She
girl.
must suffer
doesn't
through
know how
God's
to-
squeezes.
Poor sweet girl doesn't know how to comfort people.
Jason nods while petting Romulus. Oh, okay. I haven't really talked to him. He kind of leaves me to my thing.
Yep. Anyways,
What do you say? Anyways, what?
how have you been?
I've been okay. I mean, it's nice to have more people in the house. Well, you guys were gone. That sucked. But it's been pretty lively here. I hope that all the people coming through are okay.
Mostly.
Well, I mean, okay in the long run, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they'll be fine.
You know, because no one who comes through these doors is okay. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, even the new folks, nothing against them. But Lalo definitely talks to himself, so...
Sal chuckles. Yeah, he's got problems.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk to him?
Why don't I?
Yeah.
I do sometimes, but I don't think he's all there.
I'm gonna say that.
I don't know. He seems kind of out of it in a freaky way, like axe murderer kind of way.
Maybe don't talk to him.
Oh god, I'm right, aren't I?
Probably.
Man, don't do that.
Don't tell him I said that. That's me.
Tell who said what? What? No,
What?
I didn't hear
We're
anything.
just talking about video games because we're
Yeah, man.
nerds.
What
Yeah,
cool
wow.
video game?
Yeah, geez, conspiracy theories. He shrugs. He doesn't say it this time because he forgets.
Werewolves are the president, man.
Of course, goblins are also my mother,
Shit,
Who is-
I never knew.
who is also president.
Shit!
Oh man. Oh jeez.
You're the presidential child this whole time, and you never even gave me a single dollar.
Look.
I can't.
You're right. Ha! Comedy.
Ah.
You're blind.
I can't see shit, man.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Try not to go too far. Oh man. I wonder if I ever get to go back home. I never actually asked.
I don't know. Maybe you can convince them with the new management and stuff. I imagine, like, we
Sure.
really should fucking try and get a vacation or something. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll allow it.
I'm sure I can say hi to my mom.
Ah, it's like, well, what's confidential breaking about saying hi, mom?
Yeah, I'm sorry about the meatloaf.
Oh, do you think she just left it in the fridge and it got moldy?
She probably threw it out and was like, gosh, Sal's just trying to avoid dishes or something.
You ever avoid dishes so hard you go to Wisconsin?
Yes, literally. Why do you think I'm here? Everyone is here for the same reason.
All avoiding dishes.
Yeah, I'm not doing the damn dishes, Mom. You're not my mother. In a metaphorical sense.
Jason just puts his face in his hands and just He seems to have one of those roundabouts that giggles where it's like he's fine, but then he thinks about it again. And he laughs again.
Yeah.
And then eventually he's fine, and he looks up, and then he goes down again because he thought about it.
Yeah, Sal's probably joining him in all of these escapades. It's one of those things where it's like, it wasn't that funny.
No, it wasn't that funny, but now it's...
Yeah, it's funny because you're laughing. I literally had that moment with Shark like a week ago. So.
Meanwhile, in the med bay, you guys have Cheney stabilized, and Peterson, you are on morphine.
Woo!
You have woken up.
I never fell asleep, remember? I passed all my rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You never fucking slept, bitch.
Yep.
And the medicaling is going pretty well. When
Nice.
you go ahead and roll a perception, you two.
Mm-hmm.
Not me! You're high as shit, Henderson.
Anderson, you can roll perception -5.
Woo!
Aha.
All right. Natalie and Lemons. Henderson, the ceiling. Whoa.
Hi, Henderson is the best.
You don't know why, but you're looking at the ceiling, Henderson, and that's you feel really emotional. Oh, it's so beautiful. This old house lady fucking like architecture is getting to you. That's why you moved out.
All the doilies, man, just can't take them.
The ceiling's like 1,000 combined square doilies.
I lived in Seattle. Seattle's cool.
I'm too cool for this. Lemons and Natalie, you notice Care begins to stir.
Oh.
Was there a difference in noticing between the 4 and 5?
You can confirm that it's not just him turning over, he is waking up.
Okay. How is Cheney doing right now?
Cheney's out like a light, but alive.
But
Hmm.
it's all stabilized and everything?
Oh yeah, she's stabilized. She was in and out of consciousness for a little bit there, but eventually, you guys were able to convince her to stop being a gremlin and go to sleep.
Mm. Good.
Now, your and Jason's conversation has progressed to lampshades.
Mm-hmm.
No welcoming committee for
Mm-hmm.
this person. While he's waking up, can I check medical stuff around him though?
Yeah, go for it.
To just check, that's the intelligence medicine.
Mhm.
And it's not plus anything, right? Or is it still plus something?
Not plus anything.
Okay. Just a 1.
Alright. He seems to be handling pretty well. You can't see any, major injuries on him. You guys checked him over when he was originally
Mm-hmm.
dropped off. And he wakes up and looks at you guys. And you see there's kind of a moment of like when the phone's just doo.
Dial tones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you with us?
He looks at you too. Oh my god. One sec. Holy shit, okay. And he blinks once, blinks twice. You're the Cardigans.
Yeah, that's us.
Yep. Hi.
Natalie, right?
Yeah. Natalie Cole.
And
Hi, Care.
Lemons.
Yeah?
Yeah. He looks around. Where am I?
Safe.
Mm-hmm.
You're in Carlsville.
Oh, but I was...
Yeah.
He sits up.
Careful.
You'll want to take it easy for a bit. We kind of had to pull you out of the lake.
I was in the lake?
Yeah, you do you not remember? Well, you probably might not do. You almost drowned. Gotta be honest, it was touch and go for a while, but you pulled on through because, well, she motions around. Here you are.
Mm-hmm. Real trooper.
What I saw, that was real, right?
What did you see?
Well, I was coming home from work, and it was just a late night at the shop. And I looked up, and there was just this thing, and it was like a giant lizard thing with wings. And that sounds crazy. I know that sounds crazy.
It's a gargoyle.
A gargoyle?
Yes, that's what we call
Just
them.
nods from his bed.
Oh, isn't that the weird? I thought that was just, rumors the kids were caught telling. They're always kind of poking each other, making stuff up.
Chris. Sometimes what they talk about is real.
So it was real?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you'll want to lie down. You may need a minute. You'll need that minute, actually.
Do you need any water or anything?
I think I'm gonna. No.
About
No,
that?
I'm
He's
just.
had enough water.
Henderson, please.
Looks over. Oh god, what happened to you?
Some doors, and also Nat will check the instruments to see, just to double check that Henderson is not giving too much blood.
Nope. Average amounts of blood that he's supposed to.
Good. Under the standard issue of a pint of blood, thank God. So there's that.
You had the blood I already lost.
That too. That's why you need the rest of it in you, Henderson.
So it was off the other world almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm.
And everyone there were other people there.
The word.
Where
Yeah.
are they?
We're trying to find them.
Are they okay?
Unsure.
Ones we found so far are. I mean, they're like you. They're confused and having a bit of a crisis at the moment due to holy shit, this happened. Understandable. We had that too, to be honest.
You found me in a lake?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on the shore. We didn't have to go swimming out for you.
Where?
Yeah.
Where's my dad?
Out of character, where his dad is who again?
Jack.
Jack. That's the bar Jack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brick? Or no?
No, it's
Jack.
Jack Barker.
Oh, gotcha. And Jack
Owner of Jack's Bar.
Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, gosh. Is he still in town?
Yeah.
Okay, and as far as we're aware, Jack's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Was the bar one of the places that was closed where we drove by earlier in the day?
No, the bar was open.
Oh,
The
okay.
Abe's Grocery Mart was closed.
Ah, right, okay. He might be working at the moment because the bar was open.
Can I go talk to him?
You might want to hold off on that for a bit.
Why?
We have to do some recovering first.
How long was I gone for?
Let's see.
When did you get abducted?
Yeah, when was the night of your shift?
I don't remember the date. It felt like it's been a while.
Probably, probably be.
It's March 4th.
I would say, when does the sign say he was missing? Or did the sign not say he was missing?
It did. Let me look. I think I accidentally deleted it.
Is it
So
on civilians chart, or is that on...
It was, but it's not anymore.
let me check the revisions. I can grab it. Boop.
What's his name again?
Care.
Care Barker.
Oh, Care, right.
Oh, motherfucker, I forgot revisions doesn't bring back notes.
Nope.
Shit.
Shit.
Dang it.
Make it up. We won't know any better.
Well, if it's space, let's put it
It was probably during February. He was one
Yeah, it
of
was
the
before
second
we
round.
left. Yeah.
let me look here. I'm looking. Alright, it would have been last seen early January.
And it is March right now?
Yeah, it's early March.
As far as we can tell, a couple of months?
Months?
I would just say it felt like that.
I mean, it felt like a while, like... He just puts his face in his hands. Holy crap.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
Okay, one step at a time. First thing you can do is just focus on recovering. We can figure out all the other little details. But you just try to find your feet first.
That and our bosses will probably want to talk to you.
That too. Is there something I can roll to, like, calm? I don't know if he's freaking out, but...
You can go ahead and roll a manipulation empathy.
Okay.
I will assist that roll.
Go for it.
Oh.
What's your roll? What's your total that you have?
Mine is 60-10.
Well, you have more than I do. Maybe I should assist you.
Okay.
Remember, I'm an intimidation heart, not a comforting one.
Oh yeah, no, you're
I scare people.
you're the naughty kind of heart, aren't you?
You
Yes.
get one from me.
Remember that time
Nice.
Lemons made a scared person pee their pants?
Yeah, I do.
And he
I
wasn't
remember
even
that shit.
trying to intimidate.
Yeah, he crit failed. Lol.
All right. What do you say to try and calm him, Natalie?
Look, I know that what happened to you will seem insane, that it'll seem unbelievable, that you won't be able to talk to anybody about it, and that the worst part of it will be how sudden it is, both in terms of how it began and how it ended. But what counts right now is that you're here, you're alive, you're okay, and more importantly, you're safe. Okay? Focus on that for the moment, if nothing else. And hold on to it, because, well, you won't have been safe for that length of time. But now you are. So, before you try to talk to your dad or whoever else it is you want or need to talk to, just take it a step at a time. Look after yourself first. Trust me, it helps.
He nods and just mouths, "Oh, okay." How did... He looks around. This is... Am I at the hospital?
No. Well, you're in a... I guess it's kind of a medical wing, I guess. You're in a sort of private hospital, I suppose. I guess that's what this is.
Oh, how much is the bill? How much am I going to be paying
Don't worry
here?
about it. Hey, don't worry.
It's... There's no charge.
He lays down. Okay.
You goblin.
Yeah, sir,
And-
it'll cost you an arm and a leg. Hand him over.
Lemons, no.
He doesn't say it. I'm gonna roll to not say it.
Oh my
Outside,
god!
Helling's office door opens and he walks out with Jamie. Hmm. They nod, and Hellings just says, "Take your time and thinking about it. Choice is yours, end of the day." Jamie nods. Thanks. He looks up at you, Sal, and starts heading over, and Hellings just kind of stands back and watches. So I got the lowdown, kind of what's going on.
Sal will look at Hellings.
Hellings will nod at Sal.
Okay, he's just making sure. And then Sal's like, all right, cool. Now I guess I can tell you everything.
So, super secret organization thing, huh?
He smiles right up your alley, right?
I started searching for things I never thought I'd actually find it. Weird stuff happens to all of us, man.
Yeah. He shrugs. So what are you gonna do?
I don't know yet. He said I can take time to make the choice if I want to stay with you guys or go home.
Yeah, well, if you have any questions about it, I'd be happy to answer.
Yes. Are you guys able to... I imagine there's no talking about it once you're in, right?
Nope.
Secrecy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the whole Men in Black deal.
Yeah, but we don't wipe people's memory, obviously, as you can see.
That'd make it too easy, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
I believed in ghosts. I didn't think that... Oof, wow.
Yep, you get the whole package.
Kind of rests his elbows on his knees and rests his chin on his hands. Any recommendations on what I should do?
He raises his eyebrow and he's like, Well, honestly, I can't. Shrugs, I can't answer for you, but I can tell you that what we do is good work. You know, we help people like you. But then on the other hand, you're here. Once you're here, that's it. So it really just depends on what you find most important.
And either way, no matter what you choose to do, we can probably keep in touch, maybe.
Sal gives a thumbs up. Yep, definitely.
You know, I mean, the whole idea of if you don't join, no one will believe you. But I mean, we know. we were there, man. We believe you.
Yeah, 100%. Sal does this terrible thing, and he waves in front of Jason's eyes.
Jason doesn't react at all.
And then Sal gestures.
Jamie looks and he looks at Jason. He looks very sad.
You'll get used to it. He did.
Does Sal say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
Jason shrugs. It's life, man. I'm alive. I also got this kick-ass dog. Pets. Jamie smiles a little, very thinly. I'll definitely think about it.
Yeah, no. He puts up a finger, and he points at his scar. It's dangerous, so...
Oh, evidently. Things that I thought were safe aren't very safe anyway.
Yeah, well, I just think it's only fair that you keep that in mind. We don't have the skills of the Men in Black, and we don't always win in the end of the day.
But we definitely try, and I think we'd make a difference.
We have.
Jamie nods. I'll make a decision by the end of tonight for sure. I don't want to sit on it too long. Otherwise, then we'll start flipping back and forth.
Fair enough. Go with your gut. Sal punches his gut. Not like punch, but like no, like a chest tap, but on his gut. But it sounds like he's punching a rock. Flexes. I'm kidding.
You do that, and he doesn't flinch away. He stays where he is. He just very dispassionately does a light shoulder punch in return.
Oh, it wasn't on him, but now it is. It was on
I
Sal's own gut, but now it's on him. Because that's better.
You do, though. Meanwhile, medics.
Oh, wow.
You have calmed care.
Nice.
Can I roll to notice talking outside?
You guys can hear it.
Okay. I'm going to go over the door then.
You go over to the
door. Is the door open?
Probably not.
Okay. I'm going to crack it open and peek out.
You peek out and you see a Hellings. You also see other people.
Okay, we'll push the door open a little more. Sir?
Hellings looks up.
Care is awake.
Ah. Adjusts coat, starts heading over. Look, he does a side glance at you, Sal, while he's walking by, and not like a Sal, but just like a well done.
You get an approving dad nod.
Yeah, I was about to say, I love how Hellings and Sal have gone from "You are my son" to "How dare you betray me, my son" to "You are my son."
Hellings comes and he pulls up a chair. Good morning, guy. Oh. I know you. You most likely do. There are a few things we need to speak about. Mr. Lemons, Natalie, do you mind stepping out for a moment?
Yeah, of course.
Should I be here?
Oh, you're awake.
He's refused to fall asleep.
When that's mentioned that he refuses to fall asleep, Hellings looks at you, Henderson, and he cocks his head to the side, like, really?
He that and I don't.
can still help. I just need to think to help. Right, Spade.
I don't want to give him any more morphine or an anesthetic or anything, just because, well, look at him.
It makes you social, Mr. Henderson.
What was that? I missed that.
Morphine makes you social, Mr. Henderson.
Henderson is suddenly like, hey, I have to have a conversation with another adult. Do you want to talk?
What's the key to any social situation? Copious amounts of painkillers.
Good luck,
Particularly medical grade ones. Oh god, oh no. Why is help?
What's happening?
My...
Did you catch what I said to him before I left?
No.
I said, good luck, sir.
Hellings looks at you like, I don't need your luck.
You've been denied.
Hellings continues looking in your direction, Henderson.
I can't plug my ears. I only have one hand.
I love.
He's speechless. I just want to make sure.
Henderson still tries to be a problem solver. Damn it.
I can grab earplugs for you if you need. It's really not that necessary.
I'll be quiet. I'm sorry. I'm a little loopy.
No worries. And then Hellings goes into the whole spiel with care. Just the whole, hi, hope you're doing well. This boy, do I have a box of news for you. And Henderson, you can observe if you'd like.
Yes.
You may go ahead and would you like to roll anything while they are talking?
I guess I'll roll an empathy.
Go for it.
-5 again?
Only if you want.
That's a luck die. Maybe -3, because I feel like that's something that's a little more intact.
Choose your own destiny, you morphine gremlin.
Woo! He zones out.
Yeah, you're just kind of staring, and it's like you're staring at the back of Kare's head and Hellings' face, so you're just like,
It's one of those things where you're staring, but your mind is somewhere else, so he's not actually really listening.
Mm-hmm. All right, and he gives Kare the whole spiel, the whole Guardian spiel. And included with the whole idea of, so you may have not been aware of this, you've been here for a while, but we've been established in this town for quite some time. This is a dangerous place, and I'm sorry you encountered these dangers. But we need to keep quiet about this, because otherwise people will get alarmed. And that whole fun thing. Outside, kids.
Hello.
Hello.
Wow.
You guys join. Jason waves forward.
Yeah, because Lemon said hiya.
Oh, he did?
I was gonna say Sal would give the official introduction.
Of like...
Give.
Jamie.
Oh, go for it. Roleplay it up.
I mean, it's literally just... You would just tell him about him, who he is, how he knows him.
Okay, you do so. Everyone, you get the introduction. This is Jamie. He was a ghost hunter that Sal had originally come here with.
All his friends are dead. No, I'm kidding. So he needs new ones. Introduce himself.
Sal says through tears.
No. And it's all my fault.
Everyone on the couches is crying.
Yeah, I'm sure there's an awkward, not awkward, but there's an uncomfortable silence when they talk about all of their shared backstory.
Jason just has his hands clasped on his lap and is looking like his head's just tilted towards the ground.
Lemon is going to say hi to Jamie and do the handshake thing.
Hey, and he shakes your hand and then points towards the eye wrap you gave him. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. I'll take a look at it later and see if I can make it any more comfortable for you.
Shrugs. It's what it is, I guess.
It is what it is.
He looks at you. Jamie actually gives you a small smile, Natalie, because he remembers you.
Hi. Good to see you. You're compartmentalizing. I take it you, she motions ahead to the infirmary. Had the talk.
Yeah. Waiting to make the call.
Fair enough. Take your time with that. Don't rush into it.
I'll try not to rush too much, but
Good.
I'm making the call by the end of tonight. I don't want to sit on it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
What, I guess you two are part of this then.
We came in. We arrived here in this town shortly before you guys did. Different shit, but same story.
Way different.
Well, guess you guys are handling okay. It looks like.
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
All things considered.
It helps that we've had more people from wider network come in to help, but yeah, we do what we can.
Thank you, all of you, for doing what you do.
You're welcome.
He looks at all you.
Smile. Hey, don't sign it, man.
Yeah, well, if it weren't for you guys, I'd still be at the bottom of a well.
Well, I don't think I had anything to do with getting you out of that one.
He looks over, Sal. Still part of your team, though.
I was gonna say, Sal's probably watching the TV.
Oh my god.
You're watching Cutthroat Kitchen.
And he's just like, huh? I'll just respond to that, huh? Yeah, yep.
Jason quietly whispers, Alton
That's my boy.
Well, it's good meeting you guys. What were the names again? I'm sorry.
Natalie Cole, and the bespectacled guy to my right is Guy Lemons.
Natalie and Guy. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're Jamie.
Yeah.
She's saying that as if to like last name.
All right.
No, he doesn't
Jamie,
realize at first. Then he's like, yeah.
That's an unfortunate last name.
Oh, last. Sorry. Sorry. I'm just.
You don't need to apologize. Just a little frazzled.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
A lot to take in. I know. We all know. Trust me, but it helps if you start with looking at yourself.
Faustine, by the way.
No,
Jake
no.
Faustine.
Not nods and smiles. Very good to meet you, Jamie Faustine. Apologies for the circumstances under which it occurred, but nonetheless.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're alive. That's what counts, right?
Gotcha. Sorry, yeah, mother. Most of us are.
Yep.
He just smiles sadly.
Lemon's expression doesn't change.
Sociopath.
No, nods with understanding.
Is that a
Actually-
over there?
Hmm?
Is that a bit over there?
Bastet is sitting vertically on the couch. So, like, Bastet is stuck to the back, as if Bastet was sitting normally.
Oh.
I want to get.
You go to pick up Bastet.
Yes. I do.
You pick up Bastet.
Okay.
You don't know what you expected.
I don't. I never know what to expect.
She phases through your hands.
I pretty much just kind of like plaster her, like, just kind of set her against like my chest since she was doing vertical over there.
She starts to fall as
Oh,
gravity
no,
affects
pick
her
up.
again.
Oh, pick up. Oh. Okay, I guess that's not what's going on. Hold like a normal cat.
She purrs and slimes. She does the paw thing with all of her 50 hands.
Oh!
Oh god, they
All
multiplied
50?
again.
You feel hands on her hands.
Oh,
my
Jesus. No, that's awful.
I love her so much.
You're getting a tiny centralized massage.
Yes.
You're becoming bread lemons.
Oh my God.
I have been
Jamie.
needed.
Jimmy watches this show quietly for a bit before eventually Hellings comes back out. Pardon me, please.
Oh, of course. How do you take it?
As well as one could.
Fair.
He will not be joining us.
Very fair.
But he understands that it is not a good idea to talk about these things. So I believe we should be fine there.
Good. How soon will we be able to put him back in contact with his family?
We should just keep him overnight, make sure there isn't any complications.
No, of course.
And then if he's fine, he's free to go. We'll need to come up with a viable story, but other than that, it'll be fine.
What's the story been so far with the people that we found so far?
We're still working on it. Originally, those missing in town, the concocted idea of pinning it on a centralized person, similar to what they had done in Boston, but on a less severe level, and also on a fake person, so that no one suffers, is what we were doing. in a kidnapping, so that if anyone showed up, we can explain. However, we need to explain everyone's states of being, all that, connect all the stories so that it won't be suspicious. It's going to be a lot of paperwork.
Sounds like it.
But we'll work on it. I'll be working all night, so we'll have something prepared hopefully in the morning.
Good. If like we happen to get done like early or whatever, and you need an extra pair of hands to do pen things with paper and shit.
Gross.
Shut up. I don't paperwork often, but I'm willing to help if it helps. She awkwardly puts thumbs up.
He just kind of looks down at you at first. Like, I imagine, like, the Natalie thumbs up is like Hellings is towering over you looking down. All prim and proper, perfect, posture.
Mm-hmm.
I'll consider it. Thank you. However, and Mr. I will be in shortly to discuss, we want to continue the search to see if there's anyone
Of course.
else. We're still missing people,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't know if that's, as noted, there are a couple that don't seem to be from the area, so there might be some surprises as well.
Yeah.
So for the time being, I don't mind slaving over the papers. If you are still awake at 2 a.m., feel free to join me. I'll be in my office.
Well, depending on how my sleep goes, if I sleep, and she like looks off to nowhere in particular, like it's like she's considering this sentence and reconsidering it. I would like to help, but if you change your mind,
I would be grateful for that. Staring at screens for a long period of time has been difficult recently.
I'd imagine.
you should go. Maybe try some classes. I don't know.
He taps the side of his head that's all scarred up.
Ah.
Oh. That's just not going to help, unfortunately.
Fair.
But nonetheless, he adjusts himself. Focus on finding the others first. We do, and he looks at everyone, we need to determine if you are wanting to search until nightfall or continue past then, given that our primary threat is no longer active. The only thing we really need to worry about during the night is mimics.
Mm.
Which we can't tell how they will react, considering that the one that interacted with them is currently out for the count.
Mm-hmm.
That's the dangerous part.
Yeah.
We have received reports in the club group that went that way as dispersed a good amount of the mimics from the Mimic Cave. While they were looking for others, they needed to go in to make sure no one had ended up in there.
Mm-hmm. I was going to ask about that actually. How exactly has progress been with the caves so far? Has there been anyone found?
Not that I'm aware of, but we have it so that if they do find anyone, to radio in and let us know.
Mm-hmm.
And give us a call.
Has anyone
Almost.
else been found?
Aside from the ones you have found, no. There wasn't any in the cave. We're still searching the area. There might be some still around that general region. Their priority, however, isn't searching for people as it is trying to locate the remainder of the edge beasts and hunt them down so we don't have any remaining threats there. So they aren't looking as in-depth. We told them to stop at the Mimic Cave because we didn't want to put you all in a high-threat situation.
Of course. With the Mimic Cave being in the location that it is, and given its proximity to the mines, with things being the way they are over at the St. Belling's Manor, have there been any further, for lack of a better word, progressions, or
we haven't had a chance to get back to the manor. If you would like to make a stop there during your search and give us information, it'd be greatly appreciated. Currently, the group we sent out is more towards the other side of town.
Mm-hmm. No, totally. I meant more like the festering shit in the mansion that popped in there that night. Have there been any further ones around town, particularly in the Mimic Cave?
Not that we can tell. We did find a... they mentioned when they were going through there seemed to be some sort of growths on the wall. We sent River over that way with a suit and a mask to investigate that.
Well...
Weird.
No, not weird at all, but it'll be right up her alley. Actually, if we stop off at the manor, we could rule that out as a place that people have turned up in and could get samples from there to compare with the growth in that River went to analyze to see if they're connected.
It's quite possible. One thing we don't recommend is once night falls, we do not want you heading over anywhere near the Mimic territory.
Of course.
It's something we think we're going to have a club patrol going through to see if anyone is found. But unfortunately, this is generally something in which Carly would tackle.
Yeah.
And being that she is not with us currently, we're needing to delegate appropriately.
Of course. Has Boston got back about her recovery?
She's almost fully recovered. She should be coming back, hopefully, within the month.
Thank God.
He nods, and there's a sense of similar gratefulness, too.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be good to have her back.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Jason chimes in. No kidding. Talk about the one time we have a huge missing persons case and the person who's the expert at it isn't available.
Fair point.
That is... Yeah. Could we get her, like, in contact with her at all? Like, I know she won't be able to do anything from a hospital bed, but I mean, in terms of her expertise,
Absolutely.
We could just call her.
That's what I mean.
She's awake most of the time now, so you should be able to just call her.
And she's got her phone, too.
Fantastic.
Want to do that now?
While you guys are doing that, and Jamie chimes in. Sir, do you mind if I talk to you for a bit? I have a couple questions. Oh, absolutely. You two, go for it.
For just 'cause. Boom, one success.
Hey, good job, Lemons. One whole
I
success.
did a whole empathy.
Reroll, Lemon.
I'm
No.
so proud of you.
No.
Get fucked, Lemons.
No.
You can't read him because the cat is slowly crawling up you.
Oh.
50 tiny hands skitter across your face.
Are you sure it's only 50?
They
For
could
now.
have hands upon hands.
But the hands upon the hands have receded. Now it's just the large hands grasping, pawing,
Basta,
gripping.
were you the reason why I had a
You
really
hear
hard
narration
time?
in your head that sounds like a British man talking about what the cat is doing.
As I take hold of every inch of your skin, I move myself upward. Oh yes, I do this. Yes,
Hey,
hello.
Basta, did you put
Yes.
a sandwich in my pocket?
No. I don't feel like it. Pet me. Pet me, Guy Lemons.
I pet the
Pet
cat.
me. No, not with your hands. With your eyes.
Golden.
After that, the narration fades. You most definitely hear this, Sal. You hear this too.
Wait, I hear the narration.
Yes.
And
you know it. You just know it's Bastet.
all right. Well, I should plan a campaign with that cat sometime.
Yes. The cat approves.
I can't believe it's canon that Shark is actually just Bastet.
Just today.
It's me.
It's
Because it's
meow.
not with your hands, with your eyes.
Jesus.
I'm half tempted to transfer Bastet over to Jamie as he passes.
I was gonna say, Alex side eyes Bastet like,
You may have lost your second eye, but your third eye has opened, Jamie Fonstein.
Stop.
Jesus Christ.
Empathy on Hellings, never mind.
Get fucked.
I'll just keep it as a cat, I guess.
As you hug the cat, you grip your arms together and you look down. The cat is gone.
Oh, okay. I drop my arms.
As soon as the cushion next to you is available, Sal, your cat slithers out from under it. And he crawls up onto your lap and stretches.
I
she does.
accept my child and give her pets.
He loves you.
Yes, not with my eyes, but with my hands.
Yes, the only one allowed.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird when she asked to pet her with my eyes. He says out loud.
She does the paw thing.
Nice.
Alright.
Hey.
Did Nat hear that?
No.
But Lemons, what are you talking about?
Wait, what's the petting who with whose eyes?
Insider things. I'm gonna go get something.
It just sounds like a crazy person.
Good to know.
Why are these doors closed? He opens them.
Well, man, sometimes the doors just gotta be closed, you know?
He opens it.
They just
Slowly.
gotta be closed, Lemons.
Opens it slowly so it does an ominous creak.
Oh, dude, that sounds like nails on a chalkboard. You're the worst.
And then he peeks to see who's in there.
Yeah, looks back at you.
You think of basketball.
No, it's like he looks back at you, but it's like an expectant, well, like kind of thing, because it made a loud creak, so you announced yourself.
Are these supposed to be closed?
They can be open.
Okay. They open them.
You notice they actually, Pleasant and Yao, have dinner in front of them, so...
Yes, I believe we have, actually. Lemons brought it up. Hey, you doing okay? Nat will say to Sal.
Sal will look up from his TV. Yeah, of course. Because if he was the same exact response he gave to Jamie when he wasn't listening.
I mean, just with... We've had a pretty hectic day thus far, and you especially, so I'm just seeing how you're doing.
Sal blinks. I try not to think about it.
Okay. Hey, whatever works for you, man.
Thumbs up, he says as he gives a thumbs up.
Nice.
Jason smiles.
Okay sign, Nat says as she gives an okay sign with her fingers.
Oh no, opens door for all the memes. I'm just kidding.
You've done it now, Sal.
No, yeah, Sal's notably quiet about it. Just continues watching TV.
Empathy.
No, you get that out of here, slaps.
It's
it
too
on the table.
late.
Can I use Bastet for extra defense for my empathy?
No, that's not allowed.
You're not the GM. Get out of here.
Your defense is low right now, Sal. You just got a hair ruffle from your best bro.
Oh, get out of here.
Ooh.
Shit.
Yeah, fuck off. Sal's totally fine. Lights Natalie on fire.
1 second. Keep that roll for a second, Sal, please.
Oh, get out of here, Jason.
Cool, thanks, Sal.
Fair.
Okay, so long as you're sure.
Yeah. You don't gotta worry about me, Natalie. Don't worry.
All right.
He's a big guy. He's a big, strong guy, you know?
I don't doubt it.
My heart is just as big as strong as my muscles. He flames it.
Oh, careful there.
How does he know? Get out of here.
He was patting your head. He can feel the flex.
Oh, fair enough. Gonna poke someone's eye out.
Please tell me Sal mutters that to him.
No, he doesn't.
God, that'd be so good.
Yeah, that has to be someone else. Okay.
I'll put it on Jason. There you go. He can't even see, and he says it.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, he's like, I don't want anyone to be a victim like me.
Hey man, you gotta be careful about that. We can't have more of me around here.
Oh yeah, no, that would be too amazing to deal with.
Oh, bro.
Wholesome. He gives a thumbs up. Continues watching Chopped. Sal would probably be describing what's happening.
Aw. Jason is listening in intently. Romulus is staring at Bastet. Bastet is staring at Romulus. Romulus is staring.
Nice. Hey, quick question. You know the letter that was in your pocket from
Yes.
Aubrey? How did you get it?
I used my third eye.
Bastet purrs.
Was it? Wait, so it was actually? So it was Bastet?
I don't know where you got that from.
Sal, please.
Sal smiles. A knowing smile.
Was it? No, okay. Was it Bastet or was it something else?
Holds up cat. Why don't you tell her Bastet?
Bastet rolls over.
Yes, that's what that means.
And there's just a quiet little noise as she's like leaves a small trail of slime.
Okay.
Sal takes out a probably napkin he always has on him now.
Yes.
Well, that's one theory crossed off. Fair enough.
Sal raises his eyebrow. Yeah.
You theory crafting over there and not including us?
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah.
We're like the
We're a
conspiracy theory pros.
You want to hear one of our greatest?
Yeah,
Jason,
man.
shall I? Or
Oh, go, man, go.
all right, so have
Is
you
it
ever
about the
noticed?
is it about the goblins that's the
No,
president?
No, it's a different one.
Have you ever noticed that no one, he does quotes, lives in Antarctica?
But Sal, there's research
No,
bases all over there.
That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. No one lives. He just goes to Antarctica.
What are you talking about?
Have you ever seen a single map? There's
There
no
are
life in
literally
Antarctica.
people living their lives there right
No.
as we speak.
No. Have you ever
There's
noticed?
Cardians living their lives out there right now as we speak.
No. Have you ever noticed how every picture seems to have clouds over the center?
Oh my god.
What are you
Jason's
about?
nodding in agreement. Tell her about the cloud, Sal.
Oh my god.
There's a reason there are quote-unquote clouds over the pole.
Is this the kind of shit you guys would debate on forums back before you came here?
There's no debate,
Natalie
man. This
Cole.
is so. There's so much proof.
This is the
My
truth.
Oh my god.
Now listen.
Is she gonna tell me
reason-
the Earth is flat?
No. What do you think we are, idiots? He looks at Jason.
Yeah, man.
All right.
They're right not to answer that question.
That's fine. I get it. Anyways, back to science.
Oh,
Yeah, but like this is so accurate. The River would be like, yeah. I
Oh,
heard this.
She would
Be
give the science thumbs up.
Aneurysm at all.
Now, let me finish, Natalie. Keep interrupting me, you'll never get to the juicy part.
Fine. Continue with your science-heavy quotation marks. She said as she says as she makes finger quotation marks. Sal.
Unbeliever. So clouds. He leaves in. Does he actually say that? That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And then Sal, we all know that Henderson. And then he will, he'll say, obviously, there's not actually clouds there. There can't be clouds in the same place forever. So
Okay.
it's just a government conspiracy used to cover up that there's a hole going through the center of the earth.
Okay.
It's
So
used as an alien highway.
Yep.
so where does it go?
What do you
Just-
mean? It goes from the North Pole to the South Pole.
So
So
are
the poles switch every few years.
okay, so the Earth is a giant cosmic bead. Is that what you're telling me?
Looks at fucking Jason. Yeah, I guess so. If you think of it like that, I mean, the Earth is a giant bouncy ball. Is what you're saying? I mean,
That's not.
mhm,
Like,
mhm.
what cosmic bead? Like it's on the solar system's necklace? Come on, Natalie.
Honestly, it's embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah, I'm the one embarrassing myself.
This is serious.
Honestly,
Yeah, clearly.
You can believe in fae and goblins and all that, but you can't believe
the
that the
truth.
poles are linked. Like, come on.
Okay, there's a difference between believing the poles are linked through a giant hollow thing in the Earth, which, by the way, the gravity of the planet wouldn't allow, and having met a fucking fae in real life.
All right, we'll go meet the.
Sassed him.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
not
whoa,
believing.
Whoa, whoa.
Go up there.
Yeah,
How do you
man.
think people get from the North Pole to the South Pole? You think there's like a magic door or something?
I don't. Oh my god.
So you'd be willing to believe a magic door connects them, but not a portal? Come on, man.
Which is absolutely ridiculous, by the way. I'd like to point out that would be stupid.
Oh my god, I can't believe you were both actual living shitpost generators.
Sal shrugs.
It's not shitpost if it's true.
I mean, it can still be a shitpost. The truth does not stop the shit from being present in
Look,
the
Natalie, I'm
post.
not gonna deal with a non-believer.
Man, Sal,
Just
tell me what's
ask-
going on in Chopped.
Sal continues telling him what's in Chopped and goes, just ask our aces, by the way. I'm sure they'll play it.
Jesus Christ.
Jason smiles the widest smile.
Sal pets cat. Very serious.
That just sighs and smiles.
Sal will eventually print out a picture that says "Wake Up Sheep" on and tape it
Oh
on
my
the wall. And then probably throughout the next like 3 months, we'll keep putting like just pictures of like scientific proof of it.
Do it. At some point, you notice someone starts framing the pictures.
Oh my god.
You don't know who's doing it.
Science is doing it.
Oh, hi, Lemons. I see those rolls.
Oh,
Like,
that
so-
was an empathy attempt on Yao.
Oh. Ooh.
So you come in, and actually you can go ahead and roll a perception when you're first coming in as well to hear what the remainder of their conversation was. No.
I'm single-minded.
You can tell with the empathy of Yao from the conversation he was having with Pleasant is he was actually like relaxed and just hanging out and having dinner.
Until I
It's a pleasant conversation.
You can basically tell that though he was definitely still guarded and still stone-faced, he definitely doesn't appear to it doesn't appear to have to be the higher ranks boss, basically.
Mm-hmm.
His
Probably helps that she's retired.
Yeah, his aura around Pleasance is completely different than it is around Hellings.
What?
Like-
No one's. Oops, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
No, I'm cool. I thought you were done.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty much like with Hellings. It's like a matter of I'm expecting something of you. With Pleasant, it's just like, this is nice dinner.
With Pleasant, it's ever since you defeated me in basketball, I now respect you.
Obviously.
No, that would be if Sal was doing the empathy, okay.
Sal dies inside thinking about Yao.
From the grave that is Yao's, your thoughts of Yao Pleasant rises.
Cool. Got a little bit of insight, heck yeah.
And I was gonna say, what? No one's gonna roll perception to eavesdrop on Henderson's conversation about ancient Greece?
Oh, yeah. That would, but she's currently involved with 2 goblins, so, you know.
Yeah. What, no juicy eavesdropping going on about Arachne?
Eratosthenes.
Eratosthenes, yes. Hard to say. He probably butchers that when he's high. He does not pronounce that correctly.
Alright, and so you guys hang out, in which eventually you guys are set to depart again. It is about 5 o'clock. You have 2 places in which you can choose to visit before sundown, with an hour of travel time in between.
Oh, did we decide to, like, not do, like...
If you guys want to do sundown, that's your choice. It's just you were warned about it.
I take it could we also restock on like walkie-talkies or like radios and shit because ours exploded?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yes. Nice.
Oh, we got new ones?
Oh, by the way, when you guys get back, you notice Jason's hand is bandaged.
Oh no.
The radio blew up on him.
Oh,
It
that's
did.
right.
Well, he was by it, so
Probably
that's long
holding
distance one blew up.
And that got double exploded.
She did.
The long distance ones will have to be reordered. So
Damn
you
it.
guys are without long distance radio right now.
I've been using phones, and that's been
Hey.
I like that Henderson separated Wisconsin from North America.
Oh my god.
It's an important distinction to make.
Okay, and we've been using phones so far, and those have been working too.
So yeah, if there's Jason, if there's anything that like we need, we'll probably just call base because Cheney kind of unintentionally exploded ours.
I can make sure I got a phone on me then.
Which phone will you be using and number?
I can just hang around the home phone.
Nice. Everyone got that number in their phone?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. No doubt. Cool. No doubt. All right. I
What's the
take it.
99 doesn't exist yet, Natalie.
It does actually. It like in the year 2016, it was in its 4th season.
Fucking
Get dunked, Henderson.
Haha.
And you guys are set to go. What is the first place you're going to be heading?
Mansion? Is that what you were saying?
Nat would like to go to the mansion, but if there is a more pressing place that like people have a better idea about, she will go there.
Because Lemon's asked for permission to take Birdo, because Bird can do stuff now, at least like assist in combat. If hopefully we never have to encounter it, but you know, just in case, since we're kind of down. But we'd have to stick closer to woods and stuff if that was. Although I'm sure he could direct her to stay in the tree line.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of trees around here, so.
Nice. Okay. Fair enough. So we'll probably be heading to the mansion first, and then from there, like, if anyone has other suggestions, then we will go to those. If we just head like from like a west-east pattern, which Nat will suggest. One of the more urgent places that she will also suggest, though, will be around Jeremiah's old house, because oh god, what if someone turns up there?
No, maybe that would be, maybe that's what we want to hit up, because that's also south and away from where we were told we shouldn't be at night. So, mansion, then Jeremiah's.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. So yeah, mansion first then, I guess.
Alright, sounds good. And actually, I was debating if it's alright with you guys. We can go ahead and put this as a pause to the prelude for that session, and then we can just carry that on either Thanksgiving or all that, since getting right into it, it is already 10:20.
Definitely.
And it may be a little longer session.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm cool
Fair
with
enough.
that.
Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Yeah.
And then what's our availability looking like next week? Because I know it is Thanksgiving weekend for folks.
I mean, I'm coming back home probably like Sunday, but I should be home by then. So yeah.
I'm good.
I should be good, yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, got that named. We will do some basic, probably just give everyone one for RP. And then I'm going to be running solos for Tomo and River. In which they won't be private, y'all can join.
7. Nice.
Nice to do.
So we're gonna go ahead, get rid of that. And you're okay to cut recording. We will continue this next weekend.